In the realm of human history, few creations rival the terrifying power of nuclear weapons. These devices, born from the minds of brilliant scientists, have the potential to bring about unparalleled destruction. The sheer magnitude of their power is almost incomprehensible, capable of wiping out entire cities in the blink of an eye. These instruments of unimaginable destruction have cast a long shadow over our world, a shadow that has loomed large since the first atomic bombs were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. The devastation wrought by those bombs was a stark reminder of the destructive potential of nuclear technology. The aftermath of a nuclear explosion is a haunting sight, with cities reduced to rubble and landscapes scarred by radiation. The survivors of such blasts often face long-term health issues including cancer and genetic mutations, a grim testament to the enduring impact of nuclear weapons. During the Cold War, a time of intense geopolitical rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union, the world teetered on the brink of nuclear annihilation. The two superpowers engaged in a relentless arms race, each striving to outdo the other in terms of nuclear capability. The concept of mutually assured destruction, or MAD, emerged as a chilling deterrent against nuclear war. This doctrine was based on the idea that if either superpower launched a nuclear attack, the other would respond with equal or greater force, ensuring the total destruction of both. Both superpowers amassed vast arsenals of nuclear weapons, each capable of obliterating the other many times over. The sheer number of warheads and delivery systems, including intercontinental ballistic missiles, submarines and bombers, created a precarious balance of power. Within this climate of fear and paranoia, the Soviet Union developed a system known as perimeter, but more ominously referred to as dead hand. This system was designed to ensure a retaliatory nuclear strike, even if the Soviet leadership were incapacitated in a first strike. Dead Hand was shrouded in secrecy and speculation, with many details about its operation remaining classified. However, it is known that the system was intended to automatically launch a counterattack if certain conditions were met, such as the detection of a nuclear explosion on Soviet soil. This fail-safe mechanism relied on a network of sensors and communication systems designed to function even in the event of a devastating nuclear strike. The idea was to ensure that the Soviet Union could still retaliate, even if its command structure was decimated. The existence of Dead Hand added a new layer of complexity to the already tense nuclear standoff. It underscored the lengths to which both superpowers were willing to go to maintain their deterrent capabilities, even in the face of potential annihilation. Dead Hand represents the ultimate expression of Cold War logic, a chilling testament to the lengths humanity would go to in the name of deterrence. The system's very existence was a stark reminder of the precarious balance of power that defined the era. As we reflect on this period of history, it is important to remember the lessons of the Cold War. The threat of nuclear annihilation may have receded, but the legacy of these weapons remains. Efforts towards disarmament and non-proliferation continue to be crucial in ensuring a safer future for all of humanity. Dead Hand is a complex system, its exact workings still shrouded in secrecy. This enigmatic mechanism, also known as perimeter, was developed during the Cold War, a period marked by intense rivalry and the looming threat of nuclear annihilation. The Soviet Union, now Russia, created Dead Hand as a last resort measure to ensure a retaliatory strike even if their leadership was incapacitated. At its core lies a network of sensors designed to detect signs of a nuclear attack on Soviet, now Russian soil. These sensors are strategically placed to cover a wide array of potential indicators, ensuring that no sign of an impending or ongoing attack goes unnoticed. These sensors would monitor seismic activity, radiation levels, and atmospheric pressure changes, searching for the telltale signatures of nuclear detonations. Seismic sensors would detect the ground vibrations caused by a nuclear explosion, while radiation detectors would pick up the sudden spike in radioactive particles. Atmospheric pressure sensors would notice the shock waves that follow a nuclear blast. If the system detected a nuclear attack, it would initiate a chain of command, bypassing traditional human decision-making structures. This automated response was crucial, as it ensured that even if the highest echelons of the military and government were wiped out, the system would still function. The heart of Dead Hand is a command rocket, armed not with a nuclear warhead but with a powerful communication system. This rocket, once launched, would serve as the ultimate failsafe, ensuring that the retaliatory strike could be carried out under any circumstances. If launched, this rocket would broadcast a pre-programmed signal across Russia, activating dormant nuclear launch systems. The signal would be a coded message, understood by the automated systems in place, to initiate the launch of nuclear missiles. These systems, scattered throughout the vast Russian landscape, would then unleash a devastating retaliatory strike on pre-designated targets. The locations of these missile silos were chosen to ensure maximum coverage and effectiveness, making it nearly impossible for an enemy to neutralize all of them in a first strike. Dead Hand was designed to be entirely automated, capable of launching a nuclear counterattack without any human intervention. This level of automation was unprecedented and highlighted the extreme measures taken during the Cold War to maintain a balance of power. The existence of such a system served as a powerful deterrent, reminding adversaries that any nuclear aggression would be met with an equally catastrophic response. Over the years, the exact details of Dead Hand have remained classified, with only glimpses provided through declassified documents and expert analysis. The system's legacy, however, continues to influence modern military strategies and doctrines, serving as a stark reminder of the lengths nations will go to protect themselves in an uncertain world. Today, while the threat of a full-scale nuclear war has diminished, the principles behind Dead Hand still resonate. The importance of deterrence, automated defense mechanisms, and the need for robust security measures are lessons that continue to shape global military policies. As we move forward, understanding the history and functionality of systems like Dead Hand is crucial in preventing future conflicts and ensuring a safer world for all. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 did little to quell concerns about Dead Hand. While Russia has repeatedly denied its continued existence, many experts believe the system remains operational, a chilling relic of a bygone era. The secrecy surrounding Dead Hand makes it impossible to confirm its current status, but its potential impact on global security cannot be ignored. In recent years, tensions between Russia and the West have escalated, raising fears that Dead Hand could be drawn into a future conflict. Russia's invasion of Ukraine in 2022 and subsequent nuclear saber-rattling have only heightened these concerns. The potential for miscalculation, accident, or cyber warfare to trigger Dead Hand is a terrifying prospect, one that demands serious consideration from policymakers and citizens alike. Section 4. The Siren Song of Survival. Arguments for Dead Hand. Proponents of Dead Hand argue that it serves as a vital deterrent against nuclear attack. They believe that the very existence of such a system acts as a powerful psychological barrier, making any potential aggressor think twice before considering a first strike. The knowledge that even a successful attack would be met with an immediate and devastating retaliatory blow creates a formidable deterrent. This concept of assured retaliation is central to the argument. The idea is that no rational actor would risk initiating a nuclear conflict if they knew it would result in their own annihilation. The presence of Dead Hand ensures that the balance of terror remains intact, preventing any nation from gaining a strategic advantage through nuclear blackmail or coercion. In this view, Dead Hand is not just a weapon but a strategic tool that maintains global stability. By guaranteeing a second strike capability, it discourages any thoughts of a preemptive strike. This balance of power, often referred to as mutually assured destruction, MAD, has been credited with preventing nuclear conflicts during the Cold War and continues to be a cornerstone of modern nuclear strategy. Furthermore, supporters argue that Dead Hand's automated nature removes the risk of human error or misjudgment from the equation. In the high-stakes world of nuclear warfare, the margin for error is virtually non-existent. Human decision-making can be influenced by emotions, stress, and misinformation, all of which can lead to catastrophic mistakes. They point to historical instances where human intervention nearly led to nuclear war, such as the Cuban Missile Crisis, as evidence that human fallibility poses a significant threat in such high-stakes situations. During the Cuban Missile Crisis, the world came perilously close to nuclear war due to miscommunications and miscalculations. The argument is that by removing humans from the decision-making loop, Dead Hand eliminates this risk. Dead Hand, they argue, eliminates this risk by removing humans from the decision-making loop entirely. The system's automated nature ensures that the response to a nuclear attack is swift, precise, and devoid of human error. This level of automation is seen as a necessary evolution in military technology, providing a fail-safe mechanism that operates independently of human intervention. In a world where the stakes are so high, the reliability and predictability of automated systems are viewed as essential for maintaining global security. Section 5. A Symphony of Errors, the Dangers of Dead Hand. Critics of Dead Hand argue that the system is inherently dangerous and destabilizing. They contend that its reliance on automation creates a significant risk of accidental launch, particularly in a world where cyber warfare and technological malfunctions are constant threats. A false positive from the system's sensors, a software glitch, or a successful cyber attack could trigger a catastrophic chain of events, leading to an unintended nuclear exchange. Moreover, critics argue that Dead Hand's secrecy and lack of transparency make it impossible to verify its safety or reliability. The system operates in a black box, its workings known only to a select few within the Russian military. This lack of transparency makes it difficult to assess the system's true capabilities, vulnerabilities, and potential risks, fueling mistrust and suspicion among nations.